Hi everybody and welcome to my latest YouTube video. Beatle Dave calling to you from Derby in the United Kingdom. Now, as some of you may know, last weekend me and Susie Sue, or Mrs Beatle Dave as she now is, spent a few days away in the Peak District, or the Derbyshire Dales, whatever you want to call it. And I did actually find a really nice record shop when I was there, and it was called Music in the Green. So if you're ever that way and you fancy, doing a little bit of crate digging, you never know what you're going to find, and this just proves it. You can find the strangest albums in the strangest places in one way. I didn't expect to find any of the records that I purchased on our little trip in a little record shop in the Derbyshire village in the Peak District. And this just proves that you never know what you can find. This actual LP is a very mythical LP, and it is a Beatles Holy Grail. A lot of people don't even know that this album exists, and I nearly had a heart attack when I saw this. Nearly had a heart attack when I saw it, and I couldn't believe I'd even found a copy of this, like I say, in a little second-hand record shop in the Peak District in Derbyshire. The album in question is the Beatles' Hottest Hits, which I think was originally released in Sweden or Denmark, something like that, wasn't it? Denmark. And when I first saw this, I thought, pardon my language, I thought, fucking hell, I've struck a gold mine here. And to a certain extent I did, because some of the records that I did buy as well as this, yes, I did pay a lot of money for them, but nowhere near what they're worth, if that makes sense. Everyone I got was a bargain to me. So, like I say, I nearly had a heart attack when I first saw this, because I thought, what the hell is that doing in a record shop in Bakewell, of all places? So on EMI Parlophone, or Parlophone EMI, and the catalogue number is PMCS306. So like I say, when I first saw this, my heart skipped a beat. I thought, crikey, I can't believe I found this record. Unfortunately, it's not what it seems, but it's still a magnificent album to actually have. This is a reissue. Or it could even be a bootleg, I don't know. But whoever's done it has done it very well, that's all I'll say. Just looking at the cover, I actually thought it was the real thing. The only giveaway in this to a certain extent is it hasn't got flip backs, but then I do know that you can actually get this without flip backs. And I think there's one with a slightly different cover as well. So the track listing on this is I Feel Fine, I Call Your Name, I'll Get You, From Me to You, This Boy and She Loves You. Side 2, Long Tall Sally, Thank You Girl, Matchbox, She's a Woman, Slow Down, and I Want to Hold Your Hand. Fantastic album. It sounds brilliant as well. So it does say made in Denmark by Scandinavian something gramophone something else, which can't read Danish or whatever it is. Some people say can't read English, but I am trying. It does advertise some of the Beatles albums, Please Please Me, With the Beatles, Hard Day's Night and Beatles for Sale. So obviously this one came out after them then, didn't it? Although some of the songs are from before. Although I Feel Fine, yeah. So that would make sense. This is labels. Again, very convincing, aren't they then? Very convincing. And I have seen a couple of these hottest hits. They're not very common. And I think the label design is correct. I do think the label design is correct. But the biggest thing that gives this away is, are you ready, folks? Shall I have a drum roll? It's actually on blue vinyl. But having said that, it's still a very, very hard record to find, even on a reissue like this. It's actually like a blue marble effect. So yes, I know it's not the mythical original album pressing. I think it is probably a bootleg or a counterfeit, whatever you want to call it. Very, very heavyweight record though. Yes, I thought I'd really, really struck lucky, folks. I thought, bloody hell, what is this album doing here? But like I say, I've tried to look for one of these today on eBay. I haven't had time to go on Discogs, but I couldn't find even one like this. So although this is a counterfeit or a bootleg or whatever you want to call it, don't think it's an official release. It could be, I don't know. All rights of them, I don't know. Just say made in Denmark 1965 on it. Parlophone. It says XETX 106. That's for side 2. And XSTX 105 for side 1. And it just says NCB, so it doesn't say Northern Songs or anything. The Beatles Hottest Hits, the Beatles. Say very, very heavyweight record. So I'm still extremely pleased and chuffed to find this, but not as chuffed or as pleased as I would be if it would have been the original one, which I think Andrew at Polygram Auctions, he's got one, and I think Mr. Ellie Records has got one as well. I think I've said that right. So yeah, I know it's not, or shall I say, I don't think it's an official release. And in one way I don't care. I really don't care. Because where else am I going to find a copy of this? Where else? You tell me. You can get on a picture disc, which is quite easy to come by. But on vinyl, with the proper sleeve and everything, cover, is virtually impossible. Well, in the UK anyway. I've never seen another UK based Beatles fan show this. Although I'll probably get comments now and say, well, so and so showed one 20 years ago or 8 years ago or whatever. I don't know. I'm just amazed that I actually found this, like I say, in a little village called Bakewell in the Derbyshire Peak District. So like I say, if you're ever in Derbyshire or Derbyshire Dales, Derbyshire Peak District, go to Bakewell. It's a very, very lovely little town. There's not a great deal there. There's a river. There's some really, really nice pubs that do pub lunches as well. There's some nice restaurants. There is a market there as well, like a proper outdoor market. And there's this fantastic record shop called Music in the Green. I shouldn't keep telling you what it's called, should I? Because you've all got to go there now. And then next time Beatle Dave goes, all the goodies will be gone, won't they? I did buy quite a few records off him. And it did go into a few £100, to be honest. Which is more than what I probably should have paid in one way. But for saying we didn't even know we was going record shopping, we just went for day out. So this was a very, very pleasant surprise. Susie Sue loves it. She thinks the sound quality on this is brilliant. It does sound really, really nice, but it has got a slight echo on it. So I don't know if they've been slightly remixed. But yeah, fantastic. What a find. So you never know what you're going to find, do you? I mean, I've been lucky. I found this, didn't I? I found them George Harrison ones. I found that this one as well at the same shop. So you know, you never know what's around the corner when you go out for the day or something. Didn't even know the record shop was there. So yeah, fantastic album, fantastic find. Yes, it's a shame it's not the original one from Denmark. Like I say, I do think it's a bootleg or counterfeit. But it's nice to have anyway, isn't it? It's still something nice to have. Like I say, the sound quality sounds fantastic to me on my system. Couldn't really wish for anything better than the original copy, obviously. So I don't know if this is a official copy or not. I'm sure some of you out there will tell me it's a bloody bootleg or it's a counterfeit or whatever. But like I say, I'm not really that bothered. I did spend quite a lot on this though. This was £50, 50 UK pounds or 50 English pounds. Is it £50? No, sorry, £59. So you could say best part of £60 for that. £59. But, and this is a big but, where would I find another one? And if I could find another one on blue vinyl, exactly the same as this, would it be more or would it be less? Don't know, because like I say, I have looked, can't find one. And the mythical grail, like the original one of these, goes for hundreds of pounds, if not thousands. So it's still an amazing thing to have. And like I say, it does sound really, really good. So you've had 3 videos so far, haven't you? And we've still got lots and lots of other things to show you folks, so stick around. I don't think that's bad actually for saying, yeah, I know £60 is a lot of money to some people. It's a lot of money to me, to be honest, but like I say, I think this was one of them where if I wouldn't have bought it, where would I ever see it again? Yes, it's not, probably isn't the real thing. Whether it's a reissue, you know, an official reissue, I don't really think so. But whoever has made it has gone to a lot of trouble to make it look like it is, you know, really is it. And would I ever be lucky enough to find the original copy of this, which is, like I say, worth hundreds if not thousands? I very much doubt it. And even if I did find it, would I have the money to buy it? Probably not. So yes, it was one of those moments where I thought, Eureka, I found something. And although it's not what I thought it was at first, well, it is still the same album, isn't it? At the end of the day, it is still the same album. It's the same cover, got the same songs on it. Just this is a reissue or a bootleg or a counterfeit, whatever you lot want to call it out there. I'll just say it's a fantastic album, and I'm very, very pleased I found it, and I love it, and it's going to sit very well in my collection. Like I say, stay tuned, because, you know, we've still got quite a few more Beatles related things to go through. Records and even a little bit of memorabilia if you're listening, Beatle Brad. He even got a little bit of Beatles memorabilia on our recent trip. And for saying we wasn't even going to go record collecting or record shopping, because as you know it was like a mini honeymoon. To find something like that was like the icing on the cake in one way. Or to find that little record shop was like the icing on the cake. Yes, I spent more than what I should have done, but we did have a Bakewell pudding, and we had a nice meal, and we had a lovely walk round, and Beatle Dave got some records. Thank you to everybody that is subscribing, whether you're an old subscriber, a new subscriber, you know, everybody is welcome on my channel. You are the beat in Beatle Dave. Without you, there wouldn't be a channel. You know, if you've liked this video and you've come to the end, this is quite not a very long one for me, really, is it? But if you've got to the end and you liked it, please leave me a thumbs up. Even if you've already, if you are a subscriber, just leave me a thumbs up. If you want to leave a comment, please feel free. Although I will warn you, I am back at work tomorrow on stupid 12-hour shifts, so you might not get a reply off me till next week, or maybe even the week after. I do try and look at, well, I look at every one of your comments, and I do try and reply to the majority of them, and I will always either leave you a thumbs up or a heart, just so that you know that I have seen it, because there's nothing worse than following a YouTube channel, leaving comments, and you never even get a reply or a thumbs up. If you took the trouble to comment, I take the trouble to read them, put like that, which is how it should be, isn't it? So like I say, thank you to everybody that's subscribing, whether you're an old subscriber, a new subscriber, thank you very much. We are getting near now to the 600 subscriptions mark. I think last time I looked we was on 572, I think it was. So well done, folks. You know, let's see if we can get to 600. You know, that'd be nice. Like I say, if you've just come across this channel and you're not subscribed, please think about subscribing. It is free. All you do is hit the subscriptions button, and then if you hit the notifications button, which is like a little bell, then you get notifications for when I'm doing new videos. I try to do at least one a week. Sometimes you get more, sometimes you get less, just depending on my work patterns, because I love my job. I really do love my job. I don't really, but we all have to work, don't we, in this day and age. You know, I would love to win the lottery and just sit here and make videos day in, day out. Don't think it's ever going to happen. So once again, I hope you've enjoyed this little sort of review of the Beatles' hottest hits. Like I say, an amazing find, even though it's not like a true original copy. Where else am I going to find one of these? And to be honest, this is the first one I've ever seen, like in the flesh sort of thing. It's the first one I've ever seen in real life. Like I say, I know Andrew at Polygram Auctions, he was lucky enough to buy a collection, and the original one of these was in it, but he didn't tell me how much he paid for the collection. So like I say, I've told you how much I paid for that. Have I overpaid? Possibly. I don't think I have, because like I say, it's not like you can go down to your local HMV or something like that and get this anyway. And I've never ever seen another copy. The only ones I've seen is like the picture disc ones that are on eBay from time to time, but they usually go for silly money anyway. So I am extremely happy and proud to have got a copy of this. Would have been even prouder if it had been the original, but we can't have it all, can we, folks? I'm only having a bit of fun. Honestly, I love this album. I've played it, I think, 2 or 3 times now, and like I say, the sound quality is great. That's about it for today, I think. I think that's going to be about it for today. If you've got this copy, or a copy of this, please feel free to leave me a comment. If you know any more of the history of this, i.e. this copy that I've got, please let me know. I do think it's not an official release, but like that, but to be honest, I'm not bothered for what I paid for it. I really am not bothered. As a collector, I don't mind having things like this in my collection. I'm not endorsing counterfeits or bootlegs or anything like that, but then again, I'm not actually 100% sure if this is a counterfeit. I say that again, I'm not 100% sure, because the print and everything just looks too good. You probably can't see it properly on there, but it's not blurred or anything. So like I say, if it's not an official release, whoever's done it has gone to some real trouble to do it, haven't they? I think the thing that gives it away slightly is, apart from being on blue vinyl, obviously, I don't know. I'm a bit unsure, to be honest. I don't know. I don't know, folks. What do you think? Do you think it is an official release or not? I don't know. I think I'm 50-50. I think I'm 50-50 on that. Because it was, you know, was only ever released in Denmark and Sweden, I think. I could be wrong on that. You know, like I say, where else am I going to ever find a copy of it? Beatle Brad, have you got a copy of this? Beatle Tone, you know, Beatle Tone's Beatles channel, have you got a copy of this? Beatleman 69, have you got a copy of this? You know, M, have you got a copy of this? You know, like I say, this is the first time I've ever held one or ever seen one, was when I saw this the other day, and I got to have it. That was it. I was going to get it no matter what it was, and I'm not disappointed. Really, I'm not disappointed. So as always, love your records, cherish your records. From time to time you've got to clean your records, although this had been ultrasonically cleaned by the bloke at music in the green. All his records had been. But above all, play them. That's what we're buying for, folks, isn't it? To play. And when you're out with your partners, going on a nice romantic walk somewhere, or you know, for a day out, or you're going for a meal somewhere, you never know when you might find that little record shop tucked away down the back street somewhere. And look at the bargains you can find. Eh? Look at the bargains you can find. So as always, folks, thank you to each and every one of you. Thank you for your continued support. You know, thank you for subscribing, leaving me likes, leaving me comments, and you know, I love you all. You are, as I said before, you are the beat of Beatle Dave. Simple. So whatever you're doing, please stay safe. You might get another video later on today. I'm not 100% sure, but if you don't, you know, just stay safe till I see you on the next episode. So until then, bye bye everybody, cheers. And if you're going to any record fairs or anything over the weekend, good luck. Ta-ra, my ducks, love to you all.